Paul, if you want to let us know the chip counts while we get started here.
All right, we've got Rob Newman with 14,300, Ed with 14,000, Marco with 8,650, Mark with 6,550, Paul with 6,125, and Bobby with 3,375.
I have 3,000.
Very good.
And with your horse already out of this race, Paul, you're going to have to root for Bobby with me now.
Clock is started.
61.
18 minutes left in the blinds. Blinds are 100, 150, 300.
Well, my horse is still marked, so he's still in it.
Oh, this is true.
Action on Ed. 650 bet.
Ed with pocket sevens raising it up. Should take it down. Yes, it does.
Did you want action?
It's all good. Big buck. So handsome today.
Action on Paul Moskowitz sack first.
Paul with ace jack.
I think Marco had Queen 8 last time as well.
Queen 8 suited.
Paul calls 300.
Paul just calls with ace jack. I'm going to price some hands into outflop him.
Folds around to Robert. Robert checks his option.
Paul with top
Robert
pair.
checks.
That's enough.
Rob insta-folds the gun shot.
839. Black. Touchdown, but I'm not. But the whole 2 times in a row. How do you know? Oh, yeah. Did they say, hey,
Marco Dack first.
one more time?
Marco making a comment that he did, in fact, have the same hand.
They're talking about that.
You have to remember, Marco, we catch these things as well.
I had to concur with him that he has those hands.
That would have been a monster. Wow. Missed.
Bobby with king 10 in a short stack. Let's see if he raises it up here.
All of it.
All in for Bobby B Million.
29.75. 29.25.
Rob with ace rag. Let's see what he does here. He folds. That should take it down now.
I don't think so.
No, Bobby does win a round of blinds. About 10 more of those and he'll be okay.
First sack will be Mark Cutrafella.
Marco
with an
ace.
ace jack.
Yeah.
Ed with the king queen. Battle of the blinds here.
Ed calls.
Marco usually tends to make a big raise here.
Marco raises 800. Ed calls.
Ed with more than enough chips to call Marco here.
And flops trips.
Both players check.
I think Marco thinks he's trapping here.
1,600 bet by Ed Wergler.
I'm all in.
Marco all in.
Marco moves all in.
I call.
Ed calls with the king.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought with Marco. Thought he was
dude, I don't
trapping
know
here,
you.
and he was getting trapped.
One card to come.
And Marco drawing dead.
On dead.
Good hand, very good hand.
Ed will eliminate Marco in 6
All right, guys.
Wow.
I think we
Yeah.
have a chip window now. I didn't expect to see a king, dude. Really didn't.
Yeah. Especially when you've been insta-calling.
Here we go.
So do you have keys now? Pocket 18. Pocket kings, right?
Alright, good game, you guys. See you later.
Thanks, Marco. See you, Marco. See you, Marco. Dig by yourself, Marco. Keep raising the points.
It's like Ed takes the chip lead with that hand.
No,
You've got to pass.
Pretty big chip lead.
Oh, yeah.
You were only, what, 2 points behind?
Marco was in third.
Yeah. He was, what, 2
Action
points
on Bobby B. Million first.
B Million pushes with his ace-10.
I'm sure he's going to push here.
B. Million all in for Bobby B.
Kind of a
Million.
one-trick pony at this point.
33.75.
33.75.
Welcome, Marco.
Hello.
So what were you thinking there? With the
You
jack?
thought you were trapping there when you checked the
Yeah,
flop,
there's
didn't you?
there's absolutely no way that I thought he had anything. So I mean he could. I mean that was brutal.
As soon as you checked the flop, I thought you had the best hand and you were just trapping.
And I just wanted to end it there because I didn't want to see any more cards. So I'm like, yeah, I really. And then he didn't insta call, so that was interesting. I thought I might have won the hand there.
Yeah, he had to give it a thought, see if you maybe had pocket jacks or bigger king. But I don't think.
He's not folding.
Yeah, he
Very difficult right now. Such difficult decisions.
Folds over to Ed.
Still reverberating from the jack 3. I had
And I was going for a big finish tonight, so I didn't want to just limp in there. I could have waited for Bobby to go out and get 2 more points or whatever.
Right.
But
Sometimes you have to play big to win big.
First act will be Paul Moskowitz.
I pretty much played a straight-up game tonight. Nothing too fancy, just raising with good hands. And
Rob Newman seems to have the hot hand tonight. He seems to be catching everything. When he plays, he seems to be catching right now.
yep.
Actually, it wasn't an issue.
Ed with the king queen.
750.
Raised to 750 by
Raises
Ed
it
Woodler.
up. Should take it.
And he just limped when Ed just called the blinds too. So I don't know. What do you think if you're playing that hand? You think you have the best hand at that point? I was.
Oh, most likely.
I really thought I was like when he called, I'm like, oh, cool, he's got Jack Queen or something.
Yeah, no, when there's 2 kings on the board, it's hard to put somebody on a king.
Their percentage of having that card is reduced dramatically with 2 out there.
This could be an interesting.
And I have the
game
Jack with the best ace, so
Right.
I'm not just calling his
Absolutely.
bet. That would be stupid. And I don't see how I can fold there. So
Action on
the only
Ed.
reason I'm calling his bet is because I want to trap him with the
Right.
next card.
Raise 7.
Raised to 700 by Ed Woodler.
Ed raises with 7s.
But not like putting your money in the drawing dead.
Yeah,
I will have to note
yeah,
that.
million
it's
folds
never
is
fun
suited
to do
connection.
that.
Make a call out of
Paul's
Paul
going to
here.
call with his ace-10 suited.
Paul calls.
Paul calling in bad
That's got to
position.
send alarms off in Ed's head.
I don't have that.
Paul checks.
I think Ed needs to make a bet here.
700.
700 bet by Ed
He called that
Woodler.
out one time.
I'd like to see Paul raise. I would absolutely like to see Paul say, you know what, look, I can check raise you and show you that your hand is no good.
I wish I would have.
I won't say Paul's never done it, but there's no time I can ever remember Paul doing it.
They were both jokers.
We're hoping for you, Paul. Someday you will learn the check raise,
Carry the board.
even if you're just trying to steal a pot.
Action on Mark to act first.
That's what I'm talking about. You gotta have some cards from the left.
Damn it, Train, I'm pissed at you. Hey, yes, put a Jack out there.
I mean, is it my fault?
That's why I said, open my big mouth.
Really?
That'll damn it.
No, I'm not.
Our dealer talking to the sky.
I know. I had everyone to have a good finish tonight, too, but oh well.
Ed, he's all
I
about
really can't fault my play. I've actually, other weeks I've made mistakes where I'm like,
Ed gets a walk.
shouldn't have done that, shouldn't have done that. I really can't think of.
I love 3-5.
Different tonight.
No, you were running pretty good there for a while.
When you won the bad beat.
Yeah, you were in third place in chips,
I
and
hit a straight flush.
just kind of picked the bad position to get him in.
Well, and the 8s and the 6s, we were basically 8,500, 6,500, 6,000. So those are all pretty good.
After you already had it.
Oh, this guy with king of clubs. This other guy with I was playing two boxes.
Let's see if Ed gets a walk to Mark with the ace-9. Mark's got the ace-9. Ed's got a 7-5.
This guy was like, "See him put a 6 on the turn."
Because if he just limps, I'm pretty sure Mark's got raised.
I had 7 high. And they weren't suited.
Another viewers at home are like, "When's he gonna make a move? When's he gonna make a move?"
Clearly, that's all we're thinking about you, Bob. Well, all 4 cameras are just on you.
I know. I moved him during the break.
Action on Robert, who folds.
Oh my God.
Ed with ace-10 in the button here.
Ed to you, sir.
I see we pose Bobby on top of the table with his shirt off, like the Beebs picture from the hospital.
Raised to 750 by Bobby. Or I'm sorry, by Ed.
He's talking about my hand.
Ed with a button ace takes it down.
Ed shows ace-10. Moskowitz Dak first.
Looks like Tony's in there wishing he was playing.
I think Tony's thinking he can show all these guys a thing or two.
Oh,
Well, B-Million will probably be shoving here.
oh no. Is Paul going to
I'd like
call,
to see
of
if
course?
B-Million gets some action here with this hand.
Well,
I
Paul
think-
has 9s.
I'm pretty sure B-Million will re-raise him here.
Paul calls 300.
Oh, Paul didn't raise.
Absolutely not.
Bobby B-Million all in.
Paul is
33.75.
refraining, and I think Paul's going to find it very easy to give this hand.
All right, I call.
Oh,
Yeah,
Paul Moskowitz calls.
Paul's never folding.
proving me wrong again, my friend.
Well, because, he's going against the shorter stack. So.
Hit a straight.
Oh, I got
Still,
diamonds.
Well, what would he have left if he lost? Like
It's,
35 or
it's
something?
probably half his stack.
33.75.
Yeah, that's true.
Big cards.
3,000
Pictures. I want to see a
$75.
lot of pictures.
Just 3
That's not good.
3,075
Those are not good cards.
Turn on.
That means the big ones are
That's a
coming
little
on
off for 9.
the end. Run good. All right.
Oh.
Pink.
And Bobby banks it.
3.
Oh, no, just
One more black. Or,
That's a,
all right.
there you go, there. You are the luckiest.
Watch your hand.
Oh, it's a fruit chip now.
Oh, I played poker. I didn't do anything.
Suck that, Bob. Everybody knows it.
He's just mad because he put the cards in a different order and they didn't come out like he planned it.
Yeah. I said it was coming. I knew it. I was
rooting for you, Paul.
I know
We were all rooting for you, Paul.
Yeah, I hate those. Sometimes you're like, okay.
There's the way.
Somewhere on
I
my
know.
14-year-old girl that was rooting for Bobby.
And a boy.
You're about to Justin
Believe me, you're talking one of the poorest losers out there right here.
Action on Ed.
Well, now Bobby picks up Jack, but nobody has any time to play with.
Now it's time, boys.
See, people at home
Bad
now
too,
think
so
that
they
Bobby B
robbed
million
us
stands for
with
Bobby
a button
B
raise in
million.
a second. He just got
Raised to
some
650 by Bobby B-Million.
Catching them now.
All players fold.
Jacks have not lost as far as what I've seen tonight yet.
Gonna get
I
dangerous
don't
now.
think so.
I can feel it.
You've heard
I had him mark that in Bob's head.
he's still with his son, but he's got a new band. called-
Mark Kucherfella to act first.
And they're going to single out, vilify that the whole CD comes out, I think, April or something like that. So it's like, I mean,
Mark
it's him, so it's not like
hard
him.
to
Yeah,
get
it's not
out
like
here.
Why did you do
He's been
that?
able to survive
It's just a
a
side
pretty long
project.
time
It's man.
in this game. He's just letting
Well, aren't you
everybody else
really
make
nice?
mistakes and
Don't talk to me.
I'm just
enough
asking.
hands to stay alive.
Just handed. Yeah, you're
Ed with
great.
eights.
I can do that.
The only other reasonable hand is Bobby with 10-7 suited. And I don't think that.
Probably.
I know it. No, maybe not.
Ed getting the walk with him.
Yeah,
I got you in trouble.
Yeah.
And
Ed shows eights.
Ed shows his hand again.
Pretty fun.
flop set. Look at that.
Oh, nice.
Was that like I'm working?
Train, rabbit hunting, the whole
Is that
bowl.
nine flop? I'm in trouble.
Be million to act first.
I had 7. What's a great kicker? 10.
3 minutes, 10 seconds left in the blinds. Blinds are 150, 300.
Be million with an ace.
Yeah, he's going to hold on to those chips for a little bit.
Well, you don't want to play ace for
Yeah.
position. Unless you're Rob Newman.
Raised to 1100 by Robert.
But it's working for him.
Who'd you have? Yeah, right. He was stood up.
That's what they said in the box.
He was stood up. If he had aces, he was stood up. That's all right.
First act will be Robert.
I don't think we've seen aces at all tonight.
Oh, he didn't have aces.
I think Mark had him one time.
No.
Mark had aces.
I think
Yeah, one
yeah,
time.
he definitely did.
Remember when we were talking about getting all the
Slam
aces?
dunk.
Yes, both like aces when he paired up.
Wham with the right hand.
Never see
Mark
with
with
Mark with an
ace
ace
king.
king here.
Ed with king 10 on the button. He might raise the button here.
Card is actually pretty real fake flop.
Ed calls 300.
Just calls. And then we'll see Mark raise just how much.
Mark always takes his time. I think.
Raised to 1500 by Mark Cucciatella. $1,200 for Ed to call.
Ed really thinking about king 10 offsuit.
Always thinking how nice Mark's chips are looking in his stack.
1 minute left in the blind.
You got to make that fold.
Bam.
Ed folds. Mark shows ace king offsuit.
You're never ahead there. Mark's raising out of position. King 10 is never ahead.
Try it. It's worked.
Almost always just crushed.
Right. And I don't know. Maybe he's trying to think, does he have 2 lock cards or something? He can take them out. I don't know what the rate is.
Moskowitz all in.
Oh, Paul.
Paul in with-
1750.
Paul all in with queens, and he might get a call out of Newman in the big blind with queen 10 diamonds.
I wanted to get it away from him. Yes.
Paul
Robert
getting
calls.
it in about as good as you possibly can here.
King queen is the Paul's. Oh, I'm waiting. Oh, I gotta stand up.
You got the diamonds.
Even sharing the queen.
Yeah.
Rob's still 16%.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
That's about as bad as you can get.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Punish him.
It flops an open-ended straight draw.
Punish.
And 2 diamonds.
And puts
no.
a diamond.
Oh, he's making Paul sweat.
After that,
And he's
I hope
made
you
it.
go down in flames.
Oh, I can't believe Rob
And
didn't
he's not
make
talking about poker. He's talking about on the drive home.
You can't ask for a better flop than that.
Oh,
Queen,
Paul, Paul's got to pick his heart out of his stomach.
Oh yeah. Well, that's what I need 3
you
outs.
can't get it in much worse and
It
then
can't be like that.
be drawing so good.
1 out, and then I put it right in his ass.
How much? You said 4? 4, sorry. 2, 4 now.
Ed to act first.
Can't believe diamonds and open ended.
I know they didn't get there.
I had 51 outs, Paul.
I'll root for you.
I know you would. 51. This ball.
I would have called.
I'm not
If
sure
I had
Rob
one
was
out,
rooting for
I'd be
Rob,
okay.
just rooting against Moskowitz.
Yeah. I'm gonna have a courtesy check there just because you called me.
Rob with the flush draw.
8.
Paul with just 2 overs.
I believe you got all of that.
I do. I have 10s or 8s, 6s, and 3s.
I just said heart though. Orange or green chip.
Rob just keeps flopping the world.
Only one. You better be nice, Paul.
I would have. There's no way I didn't think he wasn't hitting that river last
Oh,
hand.
yeah.
I'll be honest. Paul grabbed my groin and said, "Call me, double me up, so we can get Bobby out first." I mean,
Glue. That's what happened. I seen it.
I didn't want to call that hand just because it was you. I didn't want to give you chips.
Mark with Queen 9 suited. This is a hand he, I think if he had more chips, he might be
He's
raising.
never not drawn.
Makes it 8.
800 bet by Bobby.
Bobby raises up the ace rag. Should take it down.
Flat tire. No good.
Ed must have saw the jack first because he was squeezing out the other card.
15 minutes left on the blinds.
You know it's a picture card usually. Because watch when he looks at the other one first.
Are you stressing with what?
Yeah, he's
Stressing
stressing
like he's stressing over a win.
No,
That's how anal this
Never
guy
mind,
is.
it's
I can't believe you almost got there but didn't get there, and I doubled up.
No, I mean, I am so angry you missed.
3 million with 7s and not a
How it plays
whole
out.
lot else going on.
B million raises 800.
Slam them motherfuckers.
Moskowitz with 5-6 suited. Will never play that.
Is that gonna hurt your chips?
Robin.
The chips? It's probably not
I
gonna
absolutely would have.
you mean computer chips.
That's the kind of hand I love to see
Mark
flying
folds.
within position.
Bobby takes the blinds.
You can hit a lot of boards and
Yeah.
your opponent does not
And
put you
especially
on it.
especially against an aggressive player like Bob.
Robert tag first.
Because he's gonna continuation bet almost 100% of the time.
That's cool.
Turn all your cards over if you want to.
Doesn't matter. I'll play face up anyway.
B million with 4s now.
Another pocket card.
Absolute worst. Mark over there, dude.
Pull to her to Mark.
See what Mark does with 10-6 suited.
Mark calls. Bobby checks his option.
Bob gives him a flop.
Mark flops a diamond flush draw. If Bobby bets here, I would love to see a check raise.
Bobby bets 500. Mark calls.
What did he call? Yeah,
Yeah,
just
he
called.
called. And he gets there.
Yeah.
Check it again, Mark.
This is where you have to figure out how you can get the most out of your opponent. Nice check.
Yeah.
Both players check.
Oh.
Oh.
Check it, Mark. If he checks, Bob will make a big bet. If he
Yes, he
bets,
will.
Bob's just calling. Let's see if he
1,000
comes-
bet by Mark.
Wants to try and get value. Yep, Bob insta called.
Oh.
Call by Bobby.
1,892 to you.
Because he checks, Bob puts up a bet, he just doubles it. You know?
Mark's afraid he's going to get no value.
Right.
That's the problem. If he checks it and Bobby checks behind, he gets no value.
Moskowitz
So you
jack
pick up
first.
the. If he has something, you pick up the shirt.
Me.
6 of hearts
The
exposed.
shirt
I
checks.
dropped it.
Redeal.
I just dropped the deck. I've never actually done that.
I'm sure reducer cards is coming to me now.
I'm going to have to win a couple of these to get back in it.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you get a few bad finishes, you got to win a bunch of them.
Mixer on Moskowitz is all in.
31.
3,100 total.
Paul in with ace jack. Probably will not get called.
Please punch him.
I have diamonds again, Paul.
Ah, that's good.
How did you get my card?
You were
Robert
lying.
Foltz.
I would love to snap them off with that.
4 days. I don't think you ever have that in your game ever when you play. Ever. Even if you check the big blind, you fold.
If you
What
watch,
moves? I act
got
first.
And if Rob would have made a call there, he'd actually been in better shape
Four
than he was the last time.
Right.
in like a 16
Exactly.
That's when I started throwing my cards. I'm like, seriously?
Oh, you big sir.
Paul with ace jack again. Oh, and B million with ace queen. I think we're going to see Paul joining us here soon.
B million all in.
Oh wait, he's got Bobby covered, I think.
Took my move. Punish him, Paul. Punish him. Took my move.
Paul has left.
Treat him like you're his Boy Scout here.
Like Mortal Kombat. Finish
I
it.
got him right now. I know I do, but
He wants to fold his hand.
Paul thinks he's got Bobby, and he couldn't be more wrong.
I have full equity because of my luck.
Usually, if you're that confident, you make the
I'm
call.
not calling. I know I got somebody that says I've got. I know you got shit. Show me. Show me what you got. I'll show you what I'm folding. I'll show you.
If you show me what you fold,
Yeah, show me what you folded.
no, I like this way.
I had you beat big time.
I'm sure if you had me beat, you would have folded.
No, because I had ace, king,
Paul
jack,
making
jack,
absolutely
three, you know?
no sense
You pushed with nothing. You
whatsoever.
pushed with nothing.
Right here?
What's
Yeah.
he saying?
He's saying that he's got it. He knows he has him beat, but
For
he's
the next,
holding
for
it.
the next
Okay.
couple of rounds, I
Mark
want to talk
Foltz.
to
Or
my
Mark-
head.
Mark
Look at
answer.
Paul, because he's in his fucking head.
He made the right
I
fold.
had a one gap
Bobby.
suited connect. I had a one gap non-suited connector. One gap.
No, I know I had you, but I'm.
Paul's
Dude,
still
I can't
confident.
even play poker right now. I just folded the hand.
And that's why you don't show your hands.
Exactly.
Pull that button.
Let him think you.
Button's good. You shouldn't have pushed on that hand. So I could.
B million to act first.
Paul exclaiming if he had a big hand, he would have called. Not sure if Paul was that confident about his hand, or if he's just trying to make us believe he was at this point.
Oh, Mark with ace queen, Bobby with ace queen, Ed with ace 10 suited.
Bobby raises to 800.
Ed is actually the favorite here. Pre-flop.
Ed calls.
Let's see what
800.
Mark does here.
Would love to see the case ace on the flop.
That would be brutal for Ed.
Raised to 3,000 by Mark Cuccifello.
Mark re-raises. I think we'll see Bobby ship it here. Maybe not. Bobby makes
Bobby
it
fold.
fold.
Were you leading?
He knows
Action
Mark's
on Ed.
Look at that, Mark.
Still trying to stick a dagger in.
He doesn't care about it.
I think you see Mark raise two hands with aces and ace king.
Is it 2,200? Yep. 2,200 to call for Ed.
About 3 left? 4?
I think Mark's pretty well pot connected no matter what the flop is. It's going to be good.
Ed folds.
Ace 10, that's the kind of hand you want to be called.
Good lay down.
I had the same hand.
Shit, dude, I should have called him. My kicker was lower.
So I thought either I was going to jam over.
Button's good.
Never played. I was going to jam.
My ace wasn't quite that big.
But moves.
I wonder if Paul's still steaming about that hand with Bobby thinking he was
Yeah,
out.
I call him with Jacks again. And they were
Small, big Bob.
I say when
Chips
Paul
out there,
comes
Bob.
in, we tell him
Clock,
Bobby.
Bob.
Steve.
Oh,
Down Bob.
and make them watch it on tape. That'd be great.
I spent Mark. Team up with Paul now.
Yeah, you would have called it all in there anyways. Yeah.
Well, yeah, he would call me for sure because you didn't think I had that. You're definitely
Yep. Yeah, because
They were definitely trying to twist the dagger into
They
Paul.
look at the same man.
Well, yeah, if I was been able to see him through his cards, I would have called him.
Mark calls.
800.
Bobby raises with the 10-3. Mark showing weakness, and Bobby trying to take advantage.
800 more.
I think it plays well that Bobby wasn't really looking at his hand, and he just kind of fed into the fact that he looked at his hand once and thought it was strong enough to make a raise against Mark's weak call.
Yeah, I'm doing that. What did you have? Ace 10? Yeah, you have more options?
A player like Bobby, every time you look in blind versus blind, you look at the small and he's in the big.
Well, because you look like, the only reason I
Just because
Action on Moskowitz. Folds.
you were saying,
it shows so much weakness
I knew that
small blind.
That's all
all I would have to do is I had to call you.
I'm sitting there going, well, see, it's $2,000 to me, but it's really 6. So.
Anything else on here?
That's why I kept raising my button on them. But I had decent hands.
All in by Bobby Million and a call by Robert.
Or raise.
Oh, there's the aces.
Come on, Robert, you got your aces. Don't muck your cards.
Bobby all in
Ace
with
eight.
ace 8.
Ace 5 for Robert.
Against Robert with ace 5.
Yeah, ace 5.
Snapper.
Once again, Rob never able to fold ace.
He's got the diamonds.
That's why I said he's it.
Good luck.
But with his stack there, I don't blame him on that one.
There's shop outs.
Yeah.
Ace in the window.
Ooh.
That's not a good card.
King or a 9 chops the pot.
Oh, now it's a chop.
Yep.
And
And
the
queen,
pot is chopped.
Queen also chops it.
Good snap.
Or
He's going to
jack.
put Bobby back in there. All right. With that, I will say, gents, have a good night.
All right, we'll see you next week.
Have a good evening.
Just waiting to pull the trigger on me, Shane. Waiting. They're like, I know what he was doing. Look, I just can't wait until I get an ace. I'm snapping. Little do they know when they watch the tape. They're going to regret it.
Action on Ed to act first.
Ed with the ace rag now. In early position.
Raised to 900 by Ed Wurgler.
Raises it up. Should take it down. Train very excited with all the action going
Clearly.
on.
But moves for stack will be Mark Cucciafello.
Hey, Mark.
Paul Moskowitz with ace queen.
Folds over to Robert. Robert folds.
27.
Paul Moskowitz all in 2,700.
Why everything to call with?
And Ed with nothing.
Ed folds.
I'm sure he had 2 live cards.
Yeah, I'm sure you would.
2 minutes, 30 seconds left in the blinds. Blinds are 200, 400.
Well, we found out where the cutoff line is for Paul to get it all in. Ace jack, no, but ace queen,
Ace
yes.
queen is definitely where it's at.
Yeah, but what was your kicker?
Well, you know.
Rob Newman with ace 10 suited. I'm pretty sure we'll see a raise here.
13.
And that should take it down.
Raised to 1,300 by Robert Newman.
You doing this to me? I need to watch all them goddamn chips you got. I want the rest of
You're
them.
doing this to me? You're doing this to me?
I want the rest of them.
Did you call him?
I did call him.
I am now a name that you use
It's a derogatory. It's not a derogatory term. Yeah, I went to the bathroom, took a Bobby. You're officially an entity.
Check out this B million. I just let the B million.
Guys. I'm trying to get. You're all against
B
me.
million with the ace rag now.
Of course.
We kid because we hate. I mean love.
Mark with queen 6 offsuit folds.
You win. Good bet.
Well, you marked your cards.
What is ace? I want to show. I'm not going on with nothing.
1 minute left in the blinds. First act will be Paul Moskowitz.
Mine kind of feels a little heavier.
You have Rob with a king queen here.
What feels heavy?
Bobby with the ace rag again.
Don't talk to me.
Mark with the button and 2-5 suited folds.
All
Bobby all in.
This is the kind of hand Ed Rob likes to call though.
Ish. You hear me, Rob?
Yeah.
Looks like it's going to cost Rob almost his whole stack.
66.
62.
King queen once again the most overplayed mediocre hand I think.
After this hand, we will be on break.
No.
I'm sorry, next round. Sorry.
Good fold.
Got him.
Surprised he did it.
Pull that button. Robert.
That's usually the kind of hand he likes to.
What are we now? 3-6?
Yep.
Like we said earlier, king queen, it's definitely a hand that can get you in trouble. If that ace flop, there was nothing that Robert could do.
Well, I mean,
First act will be Ed.
you're behind every ace raises. If he raises the ace king, ace queen, any pair, you're behind.
He's just. I don't look at him anyway, so. Yeah, so.
Nobody heard that. Good point. Mark, you, sir. Wow.
Bobby was 6-4 suited on the button. Let's see if he tries to get a little crazy now. I think he's too short still to.
Robert calls. Paul checks his option.
You should do him upside down. So the people at home will.
Both players check. 7 of spades on the turn. 600 bet by Robert.
Rob picks up a straight draw. Paul picks up a pair. If you're Paul here, Rob's betting that if you flop a pair on the flop, he's going to bet it almost every time.
Paul trying to figure out if it's beneficial to move all in with this pair of sevens.
He's taking this long. He folded.
That means he's folding.
Paul folds.
Paul's
Well,
always
yeah.
one of those worst case scenario kind of guys. He tries to think of every hand that can beat him.
What was the river?
That's what's
He didn't show you. Don't say it was a king.
It was. I saw those little lizards.
Special, motherfucker. Fire.
Blinds are 300, 600.
I did 5.
Mark Cuccifello to act first.
No, wait.
He's good.
Oh, you're good.
I'm pretty sure he'll have to do your side with this guy.
Goddamn right I would.
He's talking about how you.
Mark, once again, going back to being card dead.
Oh, you do what?
Definitely makes this game a lot harder to play. And in this format being so quick that it's definitely a need for cards.
That's a little raised and Paul shove.
Ed gets a watch. B million deck first.
I'm sure you had 2 overs. I would have wagered you did.
Probably had pocket queens. I'll look later.
That was 2 overs.
I'm not sure Paul realizes what the odds of him having 2 overs to a 10 are.
Bobby with pocket jacks again.
Bobby all in.
All in and nobody will call.
That's all I got.
What in my mind? It's gone already?
It's right in front of me.
That's super shove.
Bobby's good.
Sure.
Button's right now. That was dumb stuff right there, actually. A little mad stuff right there.
Bobby a little unlucky there. He's moved in so many times with some mediocre hands, and then finally picks up a big one, and nobody's got anything.
Thought maybe my image.
Fever, fever.
Fever.
That's a tip.
No.
No, what?
I got that. Wait.
Well, we might get a little action here. Paul with 10s.
Paul all in.
I think Bobby's
2200.
gonna make this call here.
I'll let it go. 16.
All right.
Bobby
This
calls.
would be
Bobby
good.
calls with 6s.
This would be good.
Roll.
I think I'm holding on to this one.
Yeah. It's probably a bad call on my part.
Paul finally better than Bobby for one hand.
I mean,
It's some crazy
if he hits a
sixes.
6,
It's coming up
it's a
6,
Bobby
actually.
6.
I'm hitting quads.
If it's a 6, I'm going to go take
I'm
a
hitting
Bobby.
quads. 4, 5, 6.
I'm going to go take a Bobby if the 6 hits.
5. 6. I'm feeling like crazy sixes. Crazy
Queen.
sixes.
Bobby trying everything he can to get that
Well, why
6
did
to
I
come
call
up.
her? I know you're a
There
nerd.
might just
Trying to talk it out of the deck.
He just wants to jab the needle at Moskowitz one more
That was a
time.
call. As much as I wanted to.
exactly how I felt on my 9.
Moskowitz deck first.
Well, back to my original plan.
What was that?
Ship it.
We have Ed with an ace queen.
See how much he raises here?
15 straight.
Raised to 1500 by Ed Wigler.
That should be enough to take it down.
90 up.
Oh, wait a minute.
Well, we're thinking about it.
He's folded 3 or 4 hands now. He's probably tired of it already.
I'm sorry, that's not right. Right. Made it 15 straight, right? I'm sorry.
Yeah, 12.
Hollywooding a little bit with his jack deuce.
I'm not sure it was really Hollywood. I think he really wanted to call. He was trying to talk himself into it, I think.
We're suited.
I think if you have to talk yourself into a call, you definitely should not make it.
Oh, I absolutely agree.
First act will be Ed.
Problem is the high one was the jack.
Let's see. This might be a hand where Bobby shoves here.
55 on all of them.
Yep.
Bobby Miller all in 3500.
55. Yeah, those drafting things.
I got a cracking hand here.
All with the exact same cards, except for the suited.
So we know exactly how many chips you got.
That's awesome, because you know I'm doing a lot.
Yeah.
Come on, with garbage. You guys see that last part?
Bobby, not afraid to just take blinds at this point.
Give my boy a blue.
Mark deck first.
Mark with ace king here.
I like to see somebody slow play a big hand just to try to trap Bobby into making a move.
This is the kind of hand he might do it too. He may still do it.
2,000 bet by Mark Tuffeller.
No, that's a big raise. Ed with Jack 10. Let's see.
14 US.
He hasn't made too many out of line calls tonight. So.
What, Bobby? What? Talk to me. I'm giving you permission to talk to me now.
Speak outside of your own head, Bob.
Ed folds.
Damn.
Mark shows ace king.
Mark showing that he's only playing pots today.
Me too. I should have jammed over you. One.
Bobby, your big one.
He's showing so many big hands. I think he's
Your big one, Bob. Put it up there.
he's opened it up for a bluff
Come on, Bob. Put it
now.
up there.
Here's a big one.
Your big one, Bob. Put it up there. You're so fucking insubordinate.
G million with the ace here.
Put that up there. 64.
64.
B million all in.
He
6,400.
might get a call from Mark here.
64.
Mark, that's a
Let me know.
Oh, wow.
Bobby winning 2 out of the last 3 hands, I believe, taking all kinds of lines.
Really surprised that he didn't make that call. As many all-in as Bobby's been making.
Bet that I saw, yeah. You might have called then, though.
So fucking tired.
Robert tagged first.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to do this.
Ed's cards have missed. I don't know if those are right.
They are. Paul's not right. Paul, can you read your cards, please?
The hand will not read. I believe one of Paul's cards hit
Right here.
Ed's
Fold or
spot,
palm, Paul?
and they were
I'm
both
fold- I'm
there.
folding.
Okay, just buck your hand for me.
Pull back for a sec.
There we go.
There we go.
It's not worth the time.
Just do it.
Mark,
Yeah.
pull yours back over. Now do it again, Tony. That's good.
That's good.
Perfect.
We got it. Bobby got it. I'll take care of it. Clearly, nobody else.
I think Robert hoped that Bobby made a play there.
Action on Mark.
Mark with bottom pair and a straight draw.
1,500 bet by Mark.
What do you have left, Mark? 45?
57.
I'm all in.
Robert all in.
Patting it all in. And the immediate stand to show aces. Every single time he has a big hand. He goes into this exact same mode.
Good.
Oh, you're good.
Well, Bobby was already in when I was home.
Really? That's yours?
Yeah.
You're going for first. Oh, man.
Mark folds.
An 8 or 5 or 6.
Really, at this stage, I think the most you can do is 5. Even if I go on out.
Wait, I'm
I
not.
don't know what this place is.
Bobby's gonna push your blinds this round. Paul.
All right.
No, I mean, still, it's fine.
Action on Moskowitz.
Yeah, next hand, buddy.
So never mind. Next hand?
Next hand.
Okay.
Ed with ace rag. Let's go. Bobby will shove.
Bobby all in.
Happy to take more blinds, Bobby is.
There, aces.
At this stage in the game, taking the blinds is not necessarily a bad thing, especially as consistently as Bobby's doing.
Oh, you can build it up pretty quick.
He limped in, tried to trap him.
First act will be Ed. 4 minutes, 30 seconds left in the
The
blinds.
thing is, he's had the best hand almost every time. The only one he didn't was when Mark folded the ace-7 to him.
I folded an ace pre-flop too. I mean,
Ed bets 1,300.
Shows a date. Good lay down. That's tough like that.
First act will be Mark.
Damn.
I think the zinger.
Mark picking up a
with
big hand
aces.
against Paul here. Let's see what he does. Would love to see a trap play here.
Mark calls 600.
Mark is very good at doing that with aces.
Calls.
Paul calls.
Just calls.
Seen Mark do this quite a bit with aces in a short-handed game. Paul with the flush draw. Pretty sure we're going to get it in here.
Mark bet 1,000.
With a $1,000 bet, it's definitely priced in for Paul here.
Paul calls.
Very surprised he didn't jam there. Mark, let's see if he slows down a little bit. Sometimes when you slow play these aces, you got to be careful.
Mark all in.
Whoa.
Easy for Paul to get rid of at that point.
Yeah. I got a feeling. It's on the draw.
What, bro?
Yep. Button's good. It was worth one call.
Beat million to act first.
I just checked.
No, first act.
1 minute, 40 seconds left in the blinds.
It's him. Needed it one time. Just wanted one time.
Man, you were feeling
One
I'm
time.
not,
You're like thinking you're.
I'm not as silly as everybody thinks I am.
Every time I do the rest of the night.
One
I
time.
have a, you know how Live doesn't.
Bobby folded an ace-7
He just knows.
with Ed having an ace-9.
I think under the gun is kind of a little rough for him to play.
Raised to 1,500 by Ed.
I think he's built it up enough where he doesn't have to do it there with ace-rag.
Blinds are up his hand.
No.
That's a break.
Oh, that's a break.
We have 50 seconds before break. Probably last hand to go.
I'm going down.
Missed.
You're welcome. I'm here all
Thank you.
I'm here on Sundays.
3 million with deuces.
Must be a hot hand. Did you just make hand contact with Rob? That's usually not a good thing to do. That means
I didn't want him to flip him over.
Yeah, that's why I didn't.
See what he does when Mark limps in here. And I'm assuming he'll limp in. No, he's going to let 6-4 go.
Mark
Too
folds.
late. You folded.
All in.
Oh, we're gonna get one more hand in.
Yep.
Oh, one more hand.
Wait, what?
Folded too fast.
No, I needed that to happen.
Dealer button moves. Paul Moskowitz to act first.
But he can,
We'll be on break after this hand.
Be it for me. I can have 0 buttons.
See if anybody tries to steal this puck.
Yeah, B million with ace-10 in the small blind. Mark, let's see, Mark at Queen 10. He might.
Mark raises to 2,000.
Let's see what Bobby does with ace 10 out of position. Mark has not shown anything with big hands so far tonight when he's raised.
B-million
I
folds.
think that made a.
Please say.
Robert folds.
I had ace 10. Oh my god, I should have did it.
And with that,
Oh, I should have did it.
we'll
I'm
take
so
a break.
like
The worst player.
We'll be back in 10
I thought
minutes.
you should have did it. Yeah, I thought you'd be doing that with some. I don't know, it's like a break. I only lost 300 though. But.
Down and at the angle.